Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. Hopefully everybody out there is having a fabulous start to their week. I know I am, because I'm here with you folks. Good morning, everybody. If you're here with me in the Discord chat or in the YouTube chat, go ahead and say what's up. Let's see who's with us this morning. We have Julius Tink Kitty, Cyrus K. George, Jinx. Good morning, WD, Dr. Purple Ape, Amateur Genius SW, Gary, Luna, Shelly, Frank Picano, Big G, Magic Mel, Spastric, Double G. Good morning to you. Silent and W, Mike, Gringo El Diablo, Tink Trades in the building. Good morning, Jims S. Morning, John. How you doing out there? We had a nice little bounce there off of a bit of a trend line that was holding there. Hydroxid says, finally started past combines past 2 in the last week. Yo! That's what I'm talking about. That's amazing. It's good stuff right there. I want to get long in this thing. Hold on. I really do want to get long here. Let me get all this set up first here. Save that there. I really like the long out of this. Am I crazy for liking the long here? Got a little of that rips. Yeah, I'm looking for, I really like the long for some reason. I really do. See if I can find an entry here. That rejection off of those 70s looked a little juicy to me. And the fact that we are bouncing right off the VWAP in the S&Ps. And let's see here. Yeah, it's kind of like the point of control. I'm eyeing longs here, seeing if we can get a good entry. Yeah, I might have to wait though. We do have some news that's coming out here. Let's talk about that first. We do have some news that's coming out at 8:30. We do have the preliminary durable goods orders, capital goods orders, the preliminary read for July that's going to be out at 8:30. So we aren't going to have anything outside of that in the early morning. At 10:30, we do get the Dallas Fed manufacturing activity. And then in the afternoon at 11:30, we do get the 3 and 6 month bill auction out of the Treasury. That's a short-term bill auction, obviously, but that's pretty much it for today. No speakers. We still have the Jackson Hole Symposium going on, but everybody paid attention to that on Friday when Jerome Powell did his opening remarks. The big news this week, which I wanted to kind of delay, but everybody's going to be asking in like 5 minutes from now when everybody files in here. Hey, isn't there a PCE on Friday? Yeah, PCE is coming on Friday. So that's going to be the big news of the week. And it's expected to be the lowest read in, I think, 2 years. Good morning, Tango. It's expected to be the lowest read that we've had in 2 years. It's funny how it all lines up exactly perfectly, isn't it? Imagine that. It all just kind of perfectly lines up right before the presidential election. How do they do it? Just must be the way things go, right? It's totally normal. But yeah, we're probably going to have the lowest read, which is going to pressure the Fed to lower interest rates. Funny how it all lines up, just perfectly. It's amazing. It's so magical. I love it. All these numbers, it's just a fantastical coincidence. So that's going to be coming on Friday. But leading up until then, thank you, WD. I was thinking that too. Leading up until that, we don't really have much news. We are going to have some speakers and everything. Wednesday's a very slow day. Tuesday, we're going to have a couple things here and there. Thursday, jobless claims. Thursday, some speakers. But nothing really all that crazy. Let's see. Is this good enough? I'm looking for this to kind of like give me a signal that I could take this a little bit long, targeting like 91, like a 20-point scalp. But nothing's showing me that. The best move was kind of when I was prepping to go live, like right here off those lows there. Rips, will you be calling out the 50 lot on the house account tomorrow? Maybe. I'm going to be trading alongside my trading buddy Dakota. He always gives me the best confluence. So we'll see. We'll have to see. I would like to, but also I don't want to be wrong on a 50 lot trade. So we'll have to see. Karen asks, how is it the lowest in 2 years when people can barely buy groceries and pay rent? Because it's made up. Because it's not real. The data's fake. Somebody has to say it, right? Because it's not real. But yeah, it's just the way of the world. We have to, as traders, figure out how to navigate this and try to extract the most money as possible. And we just have to play the game, you know, even though that the numbers are not based in reality. If they're saying one thing and it's a good idea to, you know, get long or short in a certain area of price, then that's what we should be doing. Speaking of, oops, get this over here. Let me try along here. Speaking of, I'd like to see a breakout of this 80 area, personally. That's what I'm looking for here. See if we can start to creep out of this area. If not, we'll have a stop like right around there. But yeah, I'd like to see this pumping back up to the VWAP here. We are bouncing off the VWAP and the S&Ps. So I'd like to see this thing continuing higher, personally. Trader Page says, good morning. I can't wait for TSTV Dream Team tomorrow. Yeah, we have a good crew going on tomorrow. Every single day is a good day to be watching Top Step TV. Every single day. It's weird. The leak-like behavior from last week didn't happen pre-market today. Well, I mean, the thing is, PC is not until Friday, so we don't have really much data that's going to be moving the market. The data that's coming out at 8:30 today is not a big deal. Really not that big of a deal, so I don't think it's going to be moving the price that much. London Bank holiday today as well. Yeah, we also have no trading on Monday, next Monday, a week from today. Anybody know why? Markets are going to be closed a week from today. Why is that? Looks like SW already crushed the markets today. How much are you up today, SW? Where are you at? Where's your P&L? Jeez Louise. What are you up already? 10K. Give it up for SW. You've been killing these markets. So I'm looking for that breakout to the north side here, above these 80s. We front loaded this a little bit. We're looking for that breakout here. Breakout and continuation. Official Pokemon Day. Why is it Pokemon Day on Monday? Oh, it's you, Richard. I should have known better. Yeah, it's Labor Day. Anybody have any plans for Labor Day? Curses, why can't they let this thing break out? 81 3/4. This is, you know, this topping area that we just need them to let the breakout happen here. G-Line says, remember to set your daily loss limit to TopStepX. Yeah, they any new accounts that you have in TopStepX now are without a daily loss limit. You only have your maximum loss limit. So, I mean, this is gonna create a very interesting dynamic, I think. I think that it's probably gonna have quite a few people complaining, like, why did my account blow? I don't know what it's fine. I guess it's natural selection in place. Miguel says, you go to F1 in Vegas? I live here, so I will be here for it. I'm sure as the dates get closer, sure we'll figure out something. Do me a favor, folks. Please go ahead and reach down and click that like button. We have about 800 people in here watching. If we get to 500 likes, we can run a poll in here. And the more that everybody clicks that like button, the more likely it is that the market will break out of these 81s. And then we can start trending up towards 91, 805, perhaps even 810 and a quarter. You never know. You just never know. Free reset requests coming. Yeah, that's what I think. I just think that a lot of people are just going to smash through that thing. It's crazy. And you know, it's funny. It's funny because I've been seeing kind of the evolution of Top Step over the last year. I've been trading with them since July of 2023. And I've been seeing the evolution of the community and everything. And so like they announced the daily loss limit and people are already asking for, well, remove the 2-day pass. We need the 1-day pass now. And it's like, oh my gosh. And then you remove that and it's like, okay, well, then just let us buy XFA accounts. Okay, you do that. Okay, well, now just like if we sign up for an XFA, give us a $10,000 credit in our account. Like, when does it stop? When does it stop? When are people like, I'm just going to try to trade now? When does it stop? When do people just say, okay, I'm satisfied? Like one day past, come on, crazy town. I don't think anybody's ever going to be satisfied. Can we get a breakout? Stop capping it. Just stop selling stuff. Just go, let it run. Let it run. Let it go to the moon. Moon or dust, baby. Stop. Like, I hate this. I hate this when we have like people that are clearly buying, and then you have people that are probably like short-term longs from like the 50s that are selling this. Like, stop selling a good rally. How dare you? Get out of the way. I hope it goes like 200 points higher. So these knuckleheads who are selling here, just get out of the way. How dare you? I think the daily loss limit was great as a new trader, forced me to learn good risk management. I mean, this is a prop firm. If you don't want to have any of these limits, go deposit your own money on a brokerage account and just get wild. Go get wild on your own brokerage account. You know what I'm saying? Get a little kooky on your own brokerage account and see what happens. See how it goes. Now I'm fearing with how many people are capping this off that this is a potential failed breakout upcoming here. Let's see. You know, on a good rally, I just can't stand sellers. It just really rubs me the wrong way. And there's very low liquidity right now. Microsoft is not doing what I want it to do. Rips, you use block order indicator? If so, which one? The only real, I guess you could call, indicator that I'm using is Bookmap. That's pretty much it. I've been using Bookmap for a very long time now. And it allows me to see everything that I'm looking for to help me guide my trades. So like this, I can see kind of who's adding to the liquidity here, who's being the knuckleheads who are standing in the way of a good rally here. I mean, this was... they're 20, fill, 26, 13. Somebody filled like 185 contracts on the offer, which is just, kind of spoiling the party for everybody here. We do have buyers on the tape, but we also have sort of an equal weight of sellers here, which makes this very difficult for us to clear out through this price action, which is tremendously annoying. If we do have a true breakout, we are going to see the S&P breaking out above 5660 with some juice, right? With some juice here. Let's go ahead and look at the tape of the S&P. Yeah, it's definitely weighted up here. If we can get through this kerfuffleation, then you never know. Let's see here. Rips, I already answered that one. Don't go wild in the early stage. It's bad. What do you mean? What's the early stage? Early stage of what? Good morning, Tiro. How you doing there? What's the difference between DX feed and Bookmap feed? They're just different data sources. You can use Bookmap's data feed. You can use DX feed. You can use Rhythmic. It's all the same data, but some data feeds are going to be better than others for some people. I use Rhythmic. What? Donald says, I know you don't use indicators, but my 2200 crossover on the ES just indicated we're going down. Well, God, I hope not, because I'm long. I would hope that your indicator is throwing a false signal to you. And then we're going to drive all the way through 5664 on absolutely no data on fresh mountain air, and we're going to be slamming this thing to the north side. That's what I hope. You have any videos on how you use Bookmaps when trading? Yeah. Let me drop that for you in chat here. Let's see. Where is it? There it is. Also, youtube.com/bookmap, I believe, or Bookmap official, something like that. There you go. That's for you, Typey. There you go. All for you, buddy. We are pushing up. So, Donald, I hope that your indicator is throwing a false positive here. My indicators indicate I do not know how to trade. Well, hey, you and me both, buddy. I'm just out here pushing buttons, drinking Celsius. Casinos will be crazy with F1 in Vegas. Oh yeah, I'm counting on it. I think that the poker games during that time are going to be deliciously juicy. Oh, and I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. I am super duper excited for that. Can we see a little bit of that 56, 64, 50? Getting a little titillation to the north side here. I kind of do want to wheel out of this position too as we get closer to the bottom of the hour. I just need to see these people getting out of the way of a good rally here. Hey, good morning, Waleed. How are you? How's it going? Bookmap, YouTube has a ton of great videos. They do indeed. Highly recommend those folks there. They are fantastic. What happens if I do, hold on, if I do like, let me see if this works. Hold on, this might be a little scary here. Try this. Okay, whew, got it out of the way just in time. 89 3/4. Give me a little, just a little, you know? That's all I'm looking for. I'm doing good, just came out of a hard flu. Oh, the flu is sick. That is horrible, I'm sorry. By the way, Rivs, do you look at the tick chart when considering placing order? 100, 500? No. I don't use the tick chart anymore. Personally, if I want a tick chart, I'm kind of looking at Bookmap here. I think we're going to get filled in this next little pop here. Just looking at this order flow. I think we get filled right here. Wait for it. Should be like in the next 10 seconds. There it is. How does he do it? How does he see these things? It's amazing. How does he do it? It's incredible. Donald Keys, the same indicator on IQ says yes, we should be going up. So once again, I'm cheering for you. Hey, I'm just happy. I'm just happy to get filled, you know. Now I got to see what they're doing back here. Since we got that, I guess I got to put 2 lots there, but here, let's do this. Try this again. Hold on 1 second. Wait for it. ASMR training. I'm having so much fun doing this. Hold on. Oops. Got to select the hotkey thing. Hold on. Wait. Okay. Got it out of the way. Then we go right there. Get one more out there. Market clairvoyant. Is your VWAP based on the 1800 open? I have a bunch of different VWAPs. I have a session VWAP. I have a Globex VWAP. I use a bunch of different VWAPs, and they're for different specific things that I'm tracking. But I want to get filled right here now. Hold on, let's see. There might be some traffic in the way of this one. Let's see if they can sweep it. This is low liquidity, so the magic trick only works once when I can clearly see somebody's about to buy that. But let's see. We're very close to getting this fill. We have a little bit of bid support underneath us, but it takes one player to just flush on through that. That's why I want to get filled 60% of this, 66% of this position here. I might actually walk this down a tick or 2 ticks right there. Should be able to get this fill. Yeah, somebody's selling now. Yeah. Walk it down a little bit more right there. Because I'm not looking for much. I'm looking to clear out of this position. I want to leave the rest on a stop here, but I want to clear out a little bit more of this position. We just need 1 tick. There we go. And then we'll put this stop here just above these wicks of break even. There we go. What indicator is this on display where? You think durable goods prints will bring some volatility? Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of volatility coming today, but out of all of the volatile things that can happen in the market today, that's one of them. That's pretty much it. Like the Graham stories, the poker seems to be going good. Yeah, so Friday was my first losing session. I was stuck about 25K and then made a nice couple pots. This is like I was stuck about 25K at the lowest point. So then I ended up playing for another like 2 or 3 hours beyond that. And I won a big pot. And then I stuck like, About $15K. And then I won a $26,000 pot. And then that put me only stuck $2K because it was a heads up pot. If the pot is $26K, $13K of the pot is mine. So ended up running the board twice and caught up on both boards. It was an Omaha hand. I had a nut flush draw, and she had a made straight. It was the same chick that big $40,000 pot was against. It was Landy. She's a Chinese pro. Very good player. But then that was Friday. Saturday, I skipped going on a lovely date with my wife to play poker. And that was I was up at my peak on that session. I was up 40K in profit, and I ended up closing just above 30K in profit. I think it was like 32.7 in profit on Saturday. So a very, very good game. And it looks like we're going to get stopped out here in the profit. Is she hot? I actually posted Mrs. Rips on the Instagram story. I think she's the most beautiful woman to ever walk the earth. But that's just my opinion, you know? I know, playing with fire, skipping the date. You don't play blackjack. I used to play a lot of table games. I don't gamble anymore. I don't gamble anymore. The only way I'm going to gamble would be like if I'm doing it for vlogs or like some type of stream or something like that. I just don't gamble anymore. And I don't consider poker gambling. When you're playing poker, you're not playing against the house. Like I'm not playing Pai Gow poker or 3-card poker or one of the table games, Ultimate Texas Hold'em. I'm not playing a table game of poker when I play poker. I'm playing against other opponents. And the way that the house makes money on that is they take what's called a rake. So every single half hour, which is a dealer change, we pay the rake, which we, for a private game, pay $150 for a rake, $25 dealer tip, or it's $150 or $175, something like that. But we do a bomb pot for that, which is a whole different other thing. But yeah, when you're playing against the house, there we go, got filled. All right, so what does that put us up on the day? We are currently at, do the thing, go. There it is, 20. Hey, not bad. I'll take that. $2,700, sweet. And we did that in our express combines right there. So, hey, that's a good start to our Monday. Good start to our week there. Happy to do that one. I wasn't looking for a lot, right? My eyes were not hungry in that trade. I was looking for a little papacito, just a little, and a poof right there. That's the technical term, mind you. So, yeah, good stuff. I wish I would have caught the bounce, the real bounce off the lows, but you know, I had to get prepped for the stream and all that stuff. So, I already know Rip's wife is hot. Oh, you're referring to the female poker player? She's also been posted on my story, and she's been posted. There's a video that Boston Jimmy posted on his. There's a reel for the hand with Landy. Let me see. I could probably link that in chat for anybody who cares about that. Let me see. Where's Boston Jimmy? And there it is. Yeah. Here you go. There you go. There's the reel for the 40K pot. You can leave your comment below and see what you think that I had, what you think she had. It was a great hand. It's a fantastic hand. There's how much money do you start with when you're playing poker? Usually 10K. That's what I buy in for. When I was stuck, 25K. I think I was in that game for, I think I was in for like 35K or something like that. Saturday's game, I bought in for 20. I was in for 20. I think I started with 15 out on 5. So there you go. What's it like taking money from your poker friends each day? Well, we're taking a break. The private game is actually taking a break now because there's other people that are winning in the game, but I think I'm the most winningest player in the last. We've been going for 22 sessions straight, basically. Been playing almost every single day, but I think I'm the most winningest player in the last 22 sessions. So there you go. Do you mind explaining why you took the entry where you did? It wasn't obvious to me that the market was going higher. Sure. Let's pull up this. We're on that. Let's go to the 30-second. It was the fact that we rejected so hard off of these lows here. This is an area of interest that we're looking for. There's two entries that I'm looking for. This failure down here or the fact that we're holding right here. And because we're holding right here, that's a signal for me to go long, and I want to take it to this area right here, which is sort of a point of control, temporary point of control. So again, if we're looking at this from the theory of auction, we're using auction theory, we're using technical analysis on this. What does this tell us? This market was oversold. It came down here and we had a very harsh rejection because the market was oversold. So people started to find value in these prices. And in fact, people still said anywhere below this level is a value. And that's why you saw people starting to buy it here. When they're buying it there, I want to be one of those buyers as well. Now, again, I don't come into this with hungry eyes, even though I think we do end up much higher somewhere in this zone up here. I'm just looking for a scalp because we have 8:30 news, so I'm up against the clock. If I'm looking for a longer term trade and I'm willing to take heat on it, and let's say I want to forfeit potentially making $2,700 this morning, this is real money. I want to forfeit making $2,700 this morning, well, then I could leave that trade on with a stop down here and say, well, I can be kind of stubborn, or maybe even a stop down here. That's somewhere in here, right? Somewhere in a stop down there, withstanding that we're going to have maybe a sharp movement on the data and then a recorrection back up to the north side there. So, I mean, that was pretty much it. Ribs, why do you like trading the pre-market session instead of the New York session? I do trade the New York session. I'm just often doing that in the private Discord. So, that's it. I do trade the New York session often, and it depends on how much mental capital I have. But also, I'm an event trader, so I love trading news and the reaction on the news. And it's also a fun thing for me. There's an excitement of waking up every single day and kind of following along with the story of what's going on there. What is the indicator on screen? So you're talking about this visible range volume profile right there, VRVP. That'll give you the point of control. This is the VWAP, and then this is just my own line that I drew. I Picasso'd that thing myself. Reps, can you teach me how to play poker? Sure, come on down to Vegas. I'll play with anybody. Anybody from the stream want to come play some poker? Anytime you want. There you go. Dotted line is just a line that I drew, and it's just confluence. Right here was prior resistance, became support, still in the support. So, what are the 2 or 3 platforms that futures traders use? I don't mean prop firms. I've been using NinjaTrader for a long time, and that's what I still use. So NinjaTrader is my pick of choice. There's Motive Wave, Atos. What are some other popular ones? I mean, if you're Thinkorswim, I actually started trading futures on Thinkorswim. I started my very first day trading on Thinkorswim. Yep, news coming in 45 seconds. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here first. Go over to the NQ Bookmap, which is going crazy. Let's see. Here we go, a little jostling in the market. 10 seconds. I mean, I don't expect this to move a lot, but it's a thin market. So if you have a big player that sees something, they can move the market quite a bit. Barkin speaking again? What is going on? Barkin keeps on like coming out of nowhere. Durable goods 9.9% above the 4.9% expectation there. Here comes some liquidity bands, but very small orders coming through in the NQ here. No real expectations today. No, it's too lofty. I'd be totally lying if I said that, I am certain it's going to do something. No, it's too lofty. If PCE data was out today, then yeah, we have some type of direction. But as I said, now that we have about 1,400 people in here, the biggest news this week is going to be on Friday. That is going to be the PCE, which is the Fed's favorite thing for reading inflation. It's expected to be the lowest point that we've seen in 2 years. And that will put the nail in the coffin for rate hikes and potentially rate pauses, and almost guarantee that we'll get a rate cut in this next September meeting, which is very close now. I think we're inside a month, right? How many days away is it? 23 days. September 18th, right? So if we're looking at the probabilistic odds right now, it is a 0% chance of a rate cut, right? And a 35%-ish chance that we'll get a double rate cut, meaning that we'll get a 50 basis point cut. NVIDIA, yeah, I know we have NVIDIA, but I still think that it's not going to be as big of a thing. It will move around the NQ, but here's the thing. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit here. Here, ignore. Well, I got to draw on the chart, so try to ignore all the mess. Here, let me see if I can actually. It'll take too long, but ignore all these lines. Ignore the mess, right? This is what my charts look like. Ignore the mess, but let's just say that NVIDIA. Try to zoom this out a little bit. Okay. So let's imagine this is kind of the liquidity area, right? This is where most of the liquidity is being contracted. And as we squeeze that out a little bit, it becomes more and more thin. This is the broader liquidity here. Okay. All right. So let's take that broader liquidity. NVIDIA earnings come out. Oops. NVIDIA earnings come out. Let's say it's a big reaction to the downside. I think that we'll just find our way back up to this comfortable liquidity before PCE. Conversely, let's say it's a very positive reaction. I think that we'd come back down before PCE. Does that make sense? That's where I say, NVIDIA could temporarily affect the market, but I just don't know that it's going to hold anything. I think that PCE is going to be the big one, and that's going to be the one that everybody's going to be watching. So I just don't think it's going to affect the market all that much. I think temporarily we can see that, but then we're going to have a retracement in price either up or down depending on what the earnings are. That's all I think, right? What am I using for support and resistance? I'm just drawing these. These are all drawn out by hand. I mean, look, double click on it. It's just, I'm drawing them, literally drawing them by hand. So if the inflation data is as accurate as the jobs, who can believe it? No, we were talking about that earlier too. I don't think any traders actually believe it. I mean, you know that if you've been in reality, if you've been existing in reality for any short time recently, then you could see that it's a bunch of hullabaloo. It's all baloney. So, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, go ahead and click that like. Let's get a poll going here. We are at just under 400 likes. We get to 500 likes, we'll do a poll. If we get to, let's do about half of what's in here. 800. If we get to 800 likes, we'll do a giveaway for a free Top Step Combine or a free month of Clubhouse, whatever you want. Do I believe that rate cuts are already priced in? They want you to believe that, yes. The general consensus amongst most analysts is that the first rate cut of 25 basis points is priced in, which means that if we get a 50 basis point rate cut, there is more room to the top side on the market. Are we or are we not 1% off of all-time highs too? Am I wrong on that figure? Because I feel like that's where we're at right now. We're about 1% off all-time highs, right? So I think that if we're pricing in 25 basis points and we get 50 basis points, we're going to go up. If the inflation data, let's see here. Historically, the market corrects after Fed rate cuts, but do you think this TIMW will be different? Oh, this time will be different. I think, there's going to be a lot of things that happen pre-election, and then we get the FOMC meeting after the election, which is it's such on a weird date, November 7th, which is on, is this on a Thursday? It's on a Thursday. It's the weirdest thing. So it's on a Thursday after the election, which is so strange to me. Because why is it not on the third Wednesday of the month? Why is it not on November 20th? It doesn't make any sense. It's just so weird that they're parking it there. So that's going to happen. And then kind of anybody's guess from there, right? Wait, 6% off all-time high? What drugs am I on? Why did I think it's 1% off of all-time high? 5% off the peak? Okay, yeah. I got to lay off the crack pipe on the weekend. Crazy. Okay, I was way off. Well, on that note, I got to take a bathroom break. I'll be right back. Look at that. Nice work there, Julius. What are you up right there? Let's see. Nice, $1,000. Way to go. Woo-wee. SPY's pretty much all-time highs right now. What? Okay, I'm crazy down. What am I thinking of? I don't know. Something infected my brain where I thought we were like 1% off some all-time high somewhere. Maybe it was the SPY I was looking at. Who knows? Who knows? Let's see. NVIDIA earnings are going to be big. Hey, we'll see. We'll see. I think that we'll definitely shift out of balance from those earnings because they have such a heavy weight on the NQ and the S&P. But I don't know if it's going to remain pre-PCE because PCE is such a big figure. SPY is $2 from all-time high. Okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. SPY is 1% off of all-time high. So I'm not drinking crazy juice, right? Maybe that's what it is. Ripspod, why would you delete that? That was good. That was hilarious. Ripspod, please. Oh, Lord. Oh, good times. How do I know if the news impact is high? Just, being around the game for long enough, you start to know. Also, there's, what is the one that all these ICT people use? Forex Factory, I think it is. It's a red folder. There's a dude who wears the Cartier glasses that have like no prescription in them. The red folder item. Anyway. You live in Vegas because of taxes. I mean, I don't live in California anymore. And Vegas has tremendously lower taxes than California. So, yeah. I mean, definitely one of the reasons. But I love living here. It's amazing. Everything about it is great, and it's just better than California, in my opinion. California used to be sick. California used to be like incredible, but it's so hard for like if you're like, hey, come hang out in California. Some people will come. It's an interesting vacation for some people, but people who have like been there before, they're like, yeah, whatever. But then if you're like, hey, come on down to Vegas, people are like, yeah, this is a great vacation spot. Like it's a big hub for people to meet up. And, with Top Step, we're going to be doing more in-person meetups. We're going to be doing more in-person like events. We're talking about doing an event with Dakota and I where we have some live trading, some strategy sessions, some dinners, some fun activities, that kind of stuff. What better place to do that than Vegas? There you go. Guys, find a new private game soon? Why? Anybody's welcome to come play the game. Anybody. We accept all sorts of customers or players. At any moment. You want to come and play? It's anytime. Hey, Rips, Bookmap question. Bubbles are split between red and green. Any advice on how to notice red as an absorption of bids and a reason to turn back higher versus heavy volume down continuation? It's a matter of watching it enough and understanding the difference. And it's like the pacing of everything. Like, look, we're selling off right here and now. Look at Bookmap here. Like, we're selling off here and now. And you're seeing like there's some red bubbles there, but that wasn't enough to absorb the price action. But this is also a reason why I got out of the trade when we were up here, is because we're coming up to a certain area where we've had a lot of traffic. And if we don't have that push, like I said, we didn't have a lot of liquidity. I want to get filled there and now, right? NV real estate is so beautiful. Yeah, I agree. I think it's lovely out here. I was looking for a house probably about 15 years ago. And that same house is like up like $5 million from what I was going to buy it for. But that's neither here nor there. But like when I was looking for that place, Vegas was not as popping as it is now. I mean, now you have a sports team, multiple sports teams. You got the Knights, you got the Raiders now. It's popping off, and it's only going to get better. Wait until they get a baseball team here. going to be amazing. Smart rips moving. Cali is nice, but political and economical in ruins, and the taxpayers pay for their mad messes. Yeah, and it's crazy because I was paying a lot of taxes living in California, like a tremendous amount of taxes in California. And then I try to go for a nice drive on the weekend, and it's like potholes everywhere. And I know this sounds ridiculous, but that was like one of the key reasons that I wanted to leave. I can't enjoy like driving, like potholes literally everywhere. Nevada, it's like smooth, nice and smooth. You don't get the twisties, not a lot of twisties, but who cares? I don't have potholes to deal with. I can drive my cars and relax. It's nice. Not to mention, literally some of the best restaurants in the entire world are here. And my wife is a foodie. I'm a foodie. I eat clean all week to go and enjoy having some good food on the weekend cooked by a chef who's worked his whole life to open up a restaurant in Vegas, you know? That's amazing. Still coming down here. I'm waiting for any kind of thing that's going to indicate, I mean, potentially fading down to 730. We got 20 more points to go. We'll see. Reading the candlesticks is tough. I got introduced to Bookmap, then just saw someone read the order book to trade. Wow. Yeah. Bookmap is the jam. But again, we talk about this often. Bookmap is one of those things that for some people, it's just a whole mess of noise. By the way, we are 40 likes away from doing a poll, and then only 340 likes away from doing a free Tops Up Combine or free month of Clubhouse. California, best weather out of the 50 states, but the worst roads out of all 50 states. It didn't used to be like that, I'm telling you. Didn't used to be that bad. Like California used to be beautiful, awesome. It was great. And then it just got worse and kept getting worse and kept getting worse. It sucks. Beautiful, beautiful place. Just ruined by a bunch of greedy knuckleheads. Rips, you moved to Nevada so you can play poker? I mean, I've been playing poker for 25 years. I've been playing poker for a very, 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 very long time. But it is one of those things where every single time that I would travel to Vegas, I'd always play poker, and I do really, really well. There's California card rooms, but they are not the same as Vegas card rooms. But there's definitely a lot of private games in California that you can play that I would play. But it's something to be said about Vegas. Like, it's very, very nice and convenient to finish up my trading day, hit a workout, and then go to the poker tables and play. It's very, very nice. What I think about it long from here, not yet. Not yet. I want to wait for confirmation of a test of 745 and then potentially a failure down to 730 or so. There's nothing really moving the price around other than algorithmic price action right now. That news that came out was not terrible for the market, but I just feel like most of the trades leading up to PC on Friday are just going to be out of balance trades that bring us back into balance. So if we were looking at higher time frames, then let's just say liquidity band is, let's just say liquidity is from here to here. If we're trading down here, you'd expect that the price would probably settle somewhere here on close, somewhere in here, right? Same thing goes if we're auctioning up here, price should settle somewhere in there. That's what I think is going to be most of the trades leading up into PC. I'm happy to be wrong. We had Barkin just come out and say something, so we could have some very interesting, things happen, but I'm not expecting any of it. I'm very much expecting that if anything, we would drift higher into PC and then explode on PC if it's exactly what everybody expects. I mean, something like that, In Cali, it costs $17 to drive from San Jose to Oakland in the fast lane. Wow. Crazy. You ever considered World Series of Poker? I prefer cash games over tournaments. I did play in, I think it was one event in the World Series of Poker. I think it was one. And I was actually like top 10 for a hot minute in that tournament. I think that was it was a World Series of Poker event. But then, tournaments are just annoying. It's just, I hate playing tournaments. I really do. They're just such a grind. And it's like, you get to a point in the tournament where you have to win a lot of flips, and it's just super, super annoying. And it's like, you can play for 8 hours, and then it's like, all right, I'm all in here with ace king. And then somebody has like 9-3 suited, and then boom, they flop a flush. And it's like, great. You just wasted 8 hours of your life for nothing. It's just annoying, Let's see here. The yen carry trade risk is playing out again. Yeah, it could be. Definitely unwind from that. I'm sure there's some people who are still tremendously offsides from that there. Nvidia is current of a rundown in pre-market, so I'm guessing it'll get back to last Friday's close, so option traders don't benefit from swing trading. Yeah. Also, you have to understand that the options pricing for this week, since they have earnings, is going to be extremely expensive on both sides of it. So tons of variance in tourneys. Yeah, and again, it just comes back to you can play the best of the best of the best. And it's like, look at what happened with Daniel Negreanu this year. He's a great, great player. He was in the whole almost $1 million in tournament buy-ins, which I'm sure that GG Poker probably paid for. But he was in the whole $1 million in buy-ins, and then he wins a tournament, and I think he got like, what, 1.2 million for it? I think he finished the season like up a couple $100,000. I'm up more than that in almost 3 weeks of just live poker. And we're not playing like crazy nosebleed stakes. We're playing 25, 50, 100, you know? PC is a manila folder. Is it not a red folder this week? What if it, like, is there a fiery red hot folder? What is it? Forex Factory? I gotta say this. Forex Factory. Is it 500 likes? Did we get there? Oh, we did. Let's do a poll. Thank you, Chuckles. There we go. Start a poll. Will the NQ end the day above or below? Let's do 19,750. I feel like we've done this before. Above, below. Okay, there we go. Go ahead and vote. Vote with honesty there. Let's see. Forex Factory calendar. Oh my goodness, look at this. There's a red folder. Wait, PCE? Yeah, look at that. PCE is a red folder item. There's a red folder. Wait, do I have any glasses in here? I need my Cartier glasses with the clear lenses that don't have any prescription. This will make people think I'm smart. Dude looks like he's gonna drop like an R&B album. Sorry, picking on people. Anyway, have I played with Daniel Negreanu? Don't think so. I don't think I've ever been at a table with him. No, different person. That's a different person. I'm talking about the R&B hits guy. Anyway. Maybe. Yeah, I played recently with Phil Locke. He looks completely different than he did 10 years ago. Jennifer Tilly still plays. It's crazy. They've been playing for a while. What's the best restaurant in Vegas in your opinion, Rips? The one I went to this weekend. I'm not even kidding. Wait, did we go out Friday? Yeah, so we went out Friday, no Saturday, went out Sunday. The best restaurant has now shifted for me. And I can say this undoubtedly. The best restaurant in all of Vegas is Delilah. Hands down. Delilah. Best of the best. Hands down. My absolute favorite. I've already booked it 3 more times. Literally. It's so good. Incredible. They actually used to have a restaurant called Alex there. And I went to that restaurant way back when the Wynn first opened, before Encore even existed. And that was like it was like a Michelin star. I don't know how many Michelin stars it had, but it was phenomenal. And I recognized it too. We were getting walked to our table by the hostess. I asked her, I said, this is where Alex used to be. She goes, oh yeah, that was before my time. But yeah, fantastic restaurant. And it's a supper club. They have live music. It's incredible. I mean, just the food it's so funny too, because we went into it and my friend who lives in Vegas that we went with, he's like, yeah, the atmosphere is great. The food, not so much. Pfft, yeah, right. Food was so good. It was insane. Is that the one you had lobster bennies at? No, that was at a brunch spot. Completely different. What did I have there? I had the A5 London broil, which was really, really good, and a bunch of sides and some shareable stuff. Caesar salad was insane. Like they I know we're talking about food here instead of trading, but whatever. The market's not doing anything right now. We're returning back to balance. Big shocker. But I'm telling you, they have like pigs in a blanket with Mike's Hot Honey. Incredible, insane. The Caesar salad that they had, they have like these little like lettuce cups filled with like Caesar dressing and like crab and like Parmesan cheese. So like each bite is like a lettuce cup of like deliciousness. It's insane. Yeah, it's at the Wynn. Do I believe Vegas has the best food in the U.S.? I mean, it's up there for sure. Best restaurants in the world. Which poker player do you think would give you the most trouble at the tables? A few of them. And I hope to play against a couple of them this December when I'm doing the WPT stream. Adelstein, Keating, who I know. I played with Doug Polk before. He's very challenging. Who else? Adelstein, Keating, Polk. I think that'd be it, really. That's who I'd really hate to play against. They would probably be giving me the most difficulty because their range is so wide and they're very strong players. Very, very strong players. Yeah, Adelstein is insane. He played on the WPT stream last year, and I think he was a winning player. Charles Yu, I think, won the most on the stream. He won like 300K or something like that, but he just came in late, like super late, bought in for 100K and cashed out like 400K. Jacob Adelstein from Tokyo Vice. Different Adelstein. Garrett Adelstein. Hey guys, you know if you can pass evals in one day with Apex? I have no idea, Adam. Vegas has the best food consistently in the U.S. Casinos can afford to pay excellent chefs to keep their gambling customers coming back. Always so good. That's a good point. I always think about that too whenever I tell this to my wife all the time. Whenever we're walking through the casinos, because they're beautiful. Like if you've never been to Vegas, you're missing out. But they're just beautiful, beautiful places. And I just love it because I'm like, wow, this has all been built on the hopes and dreams of a bunch of degenerate losers. I don't gamble, so I can say that. I hate gambling, right? We were walking through the high limit area yesterday because she actually wants me to start like vlogging and stuff, my wife. And she's like, oh, you should stream like a high stakes baccarat session. I'm like, I just don't really care for gambling anymore. I used to gamble a lot. Like 10 years ago, I was big on gambling. I used to play a lot of baccarat, used to play a lot of blackjack. And, you know, you have, like, when you lose money and you're doing this, you're like, what? It's so stupid. Like, it's so dumb. It's so dumb that I did that. It's like so stupid. Because it's just like you're playing a game where mathematically you're going to lose over time. Like, mathematically, you lose. Like there's a very, very slight edge that you can get if you're counting cards, but they're going to back you off if you're consistently counting cards and winning. They're just going to back you off. Baccarat, you have a skewed edge if you're playing banker, but you pay for it in banker tax. Craps, same kind of deal, but slightly skewed for the house, but like pretty slim. But again, over the long term, you're just going to lose, and it is what it is. So playing poker isn't gambling? Serious question. Not sure how it works. So you're playing against other players, but think about it. I can get myself into a situation. This is a great question, and I know you're not trolling. This is a great question. I can get myself consistently into situations where I know that I have an 80% chance of winning. Let's just use whole numbers here. I have an 80% chance of winning. My opponent has a 20% chance of winning, and I can get my money in there. Conversely, I can get into a situation where I have like a 40% chance of winning, but then I only have to pay 20% of the total pot to win that hand. So then I skew the odds in my favor that over time, that's a winning situation for me. If I only have to pay 20% of the total pot and I win that 40% of the time, then I'm skewing the odds in my favor. But if I know that my opponent has a certain hand and that I can put them on, and I'm almost certain about that, and I know that I have a higher percentage chance to win that, I'm going to get my money in. And yes, I'm going to lose, of course, like 80%, 20%. I'm going to lose 20 hands out of 100, 200 hands out of 1,000. But in the long run, if I consistently play this way, then I will win. And I've been playing poker for 25 years. I've been a successful player for a good amount of those years. And I love it. It's one of the greatest games because it's like trading. You're getting rewarded for, having high probabilistic odds, right? Is Top Step still paying $8,000 per month for promoting? I've never heard of that in my life. The heck is that? Hold on, craps is different. I've won every weekend I've been to Vegas. I might be the rips of craps. There you go. Poker is very similar to trading. For some people, it is gambling. But if you learn and be disciplined, you can have the odds on your side. And again, I mean, if you have pocket aces, you have a certain percentage to win against pocket kings, pocket queens, pocket jacks, pocket tens. You're going to lose eventually. You're going to lose a bunch of times. But in the long term, over millions and millions of hands, you are going to be winning. Am I addicted to poker? Yes. I wish I was playing right now. I'm super addicted. Quick question about the 5-day P&L above 200 in Top Step. Does it have to be consecutive? Nope, it does not. Does not have to be consecutive at all. By the way, if we get to 196 more likes, we're going to do a giveaway. You have more control over your money in poker at an edge that can increase or decrease at each decision point. 100%. And there's a whole nother part of the game where you can create implied odds based on how good you are at representing a certain hand. And depending on what type of money you're playing for, the money that I'm playing for, people actually feel, versus like if you're playing like 1-3, like, you know, at the end of the day, is $500 going to ruin somebody's life? Probably not. Is $100,000 going to change somebody's life? Probably. But $500, probably not so much. So you can put people to a decision, and then you could give yourself implied odds based on a hand that doesn't even exist. There's very different levels in poker. You can go very deep into it. Daily loss limit was removed today. Be careful, guys. Yeah, only on Top Step X there. Nice Ferrari, Phil. Make sure, lock that thing up. I was about to say, lock that thing up. Still on Poker Rips and coming from a noob, can you observe the percentages? That is, each time you play, do you know the percentage of winning is, because that's detrimental for the outcome? Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like if you know what your player had, right? Like if you're going all in, you're going to see all of the hands. And yeah, there's a certain percentage that you have at a certain street. Like there's the flop, the turn, and the river. Flop is the first 3 cards, turn is the 4th card, river is the 5th card. There's certain percentages at each street of Hold'em. Same thing with Pot Limit Omaha. There's certain streets. You have a certain percentage to win that hand based on what street you're on, etc. Carmen says, good morning, Rips. Try the food in Rhode Island. It's amazing. I've never been. I'll have to check it out. I watch Brad Owen interesting videos on poker. You know what's crazy? And this is no shade at anybody in the poker community, but I watch some of these strategy videos because I've been playing for a very long time. I watch some of these folks and their strategies in poker, especially these poker vloggers, and it's just like I'm sitting there half the time shaking my head like, dude, what are you doing? Like, that is terrible what you're doing. And I disagree with a lot of the ways that they play. There's a lot of poker vloggers out there, and I completely and totally disagree with what their decision-making process is. So there's perfect information in the game, and every player knows exactly the percentages of others' winnings. Yeah, exactly. But you're not playing face up, right? There's a level to it. But if we were playing face up, there's a certain percentage that I have. So if you ever watch like cash games or tournament on television, they're going to show you what each player has, their whole cards, and they're going to show you a percentage next to that, and that is their percentage of winning the hand. For instance, let me just pull something up right here. Let me just show you what this looks like. Let's see. Why can't I find... Where's WPT win 2023 cash game? I want to find this. Why is it showing me tournaments only? I just want to find this cash game that I'm looking for. See if it's in my history here. I guess not, but here, I can do this. Okay, here we go. So, bring up this hand here. This will show you what I'm talking about. Why is this so small? Okay. So if we go over here, you can see right here, this person has King 7 of hearts. This person has King 10. She has a 97% chance to win that hand. That person has a 3% chance to win that hand because the board is right here. So this person has a flush. This person is drawing to a straight flush. So the only thing that can make their hand win is a Queen of hearts. The Queen of hearts, because the 7 of hearts is already dead here. So 97 times out of 100, this person's going to win this hand. Three times out of 100, this person's going to win this hand. If we knew all the whole cards and the queen was already dead, this person would have a 0% chance of winning. Does that make sense? Right? And maybe ace of hearts is a chop? No, because the king would play. No. So there you go. That's why poker's an amazing game. You'd know exactly what your percentage is to win the hand. And if you get yourself in that percentage multiple times where it's like, you know that you have, think about it. If I can only play hands where I have a 90% chance of winning, I'm going to win a lot of money over time, right? Does that make sense for everybody who's talking like poker? Yeah, that was a terrible raise. But again, you don't know that your opponent has the king of hearts there. Rips, you playing cash games or tournaments on poker? Cash games. I post every single, like, if you want to know more about what I'm doing as far as like poker goes and all that, every single thing is posted on my story here. Like, yeah, I guess I can pull it up. Let me go over here now. I post every single thing here. This is my story. So, well, I guess this is not going to show poker, but yeah, you get it. I posted, I guess it would be in my archive here, but do many drink alcohol when playing high stakes? No. I mean, you're going to get some drunk people, but yeah, no, not usually. You'll get some people that are getting loose, but like if you, like, we had like probably some dude who was in for hundreds. We've got 9 players. Let's just say 30, 270. We probably had close to $500,000 on the table on Saturday, right? Let me pull this up. So like I posted this on my story on Saturday. And this is all, like, if you've been to the win, you know these are cash chips. These are not tournament chips. These are cash chips. So I bought in for 20 and I was out for like 52 or so, like that. So in for 20, out for like 52. So up over 30K on that. There you go. What I walked into here, the market's really bad. We're getting a poker stream. Yeah. We've alienated a good 30% of the audience at this point there. Isn't trading the same too? Calculating the probability of winning? Yes! Bingo! Tie it all back together to trading. That is the reason why I love playing poker and I love trading so much, is because you're creating the odds for yourself. When you're getting yourself into a certain trade, you have a probabilistic odds of winning or losing that hand. And the better probabilistic odds that you have when you're taking a trade, well, you can control, what you're doing. Who is that blonde? That's my wife. Just got a rejection from my JP Morgan application. What were you applying for? Were you going to be trading or analyst? What was your application for? David says, was taught how to play by Jonathan Little. Entered my first tourney, qualified online, then came 40th. The variance required to make a living is very high, requires lots and lots of hands. Yeah, tournaments are different than cash. And there's certain levels of cash that play differently. Like, I would never be able to ever sit and play 1-3, 2-5, 5-5, 5-10. I couldn't do it. It's insane. The players in those games are the worst nits on the planet. Garbage. Can't stand it. Would never, like, can't stand it. Hate it. Hate everything about it. You know what's crazy too? I don't know why. We're just talking poker this morning. Wynn enacted a really stupid rule where they put caps on those lower limit games too. Like, so they used to have like I think it's 5-10 was uncapped. Now they put like a $10,000 buy-in cap on it, which is so stupid. We're playing a private game, so there's no cap on it. If you want to come and put $1 million on the table, come and do it. Or they're going to kick you out of the Wynn soon. Why? Why would they ever kick me out? In fact, they stopped charging me for valet because they love me so much. Poker needs players that can play in stakes that matter, or it's broken. Yeah, 100%. The games are going to get really lively in the wintertime. Right now, it's kind of in a lull because the World Series just kind of ended. And so people were playing a lot of poker for the World Series, and now people who got completely hammered have to build back up their bankroll with something. Who knows? That's it. Too much poker talk. I'm leaving. I don't take the Wynn's money. I'm not playing against the Wynn. I'm playing against other players who are at the Wynn. I'm not playing against people. I'm not playing against the casino. It's not the game that I'm playing. You ever find yourself at the poker table and talking like you're streaming, cracking open a cold one? I mean, I'm very big on table talk. I like to keep the table laughing. I like to have fun. I love playing poker. Like I said, I've been playing for a very long time. I'm very comfortable at the poker table. Hopefully, we'll see what streams I get on in the wintertime, and folks will be able to see me in action over there. Hey, Rip, is that 60% off the 49 Combine? If it's your very first one, you get an additional 20% off as well. And it's any level you want. So it's the 60% off gets you $49, $99, or $149. If it's your very first one, it gets you another 20% off. So that $149 becomes $119. Applied for global research economist analyst position. I'm sorry that it got rejected. I'm sorry. I'm not able to join the live stream in Clubhouse. Any idea how to fix that? Are you in the Discord right now? Market hasn't opened up, but you're up 2.7K. Yeah. This was the trade that we took right here. Long cover, stop out. Poker sunglasses, never. Never, ever, 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 ever. There's some nit who was playing like 5-10, came in with like he was wearing sunglasses. Like, it's, I don't like it. I think it's stupid. I can't stand it. I think it's ridiculous. Because you take their money, don't they kick you out if you're very good at poker? No. Poker, you're playing against other people, not the casino. Casino makes money by people being in seats in the poker room because they're taking a rake. Not playing 3-card poker. I'm not playing pie gow poker, which are the poker table games. So, do you show them your Top Step research analyst contract? Yeah, you should have done that, reading group. You should have showed them your analyst contract for your XFA. How do you split your level of happiness and your trading results? I'm a very happy-go-lucky person. I've been very blessed in this life. I've been extremely lucky along my life. I feel very happy every single day. Every single day I wake up, I thank God for all of the opportunities in life that he's given me. Very first thing I do, I thank God for everything. I'm very, very blessed. I'm extremely, extremely lucky, and I know that. And I'm very fortunate to have this life. So I never take it for granted. So splitting happiness, I mean, there's nothing to split. It's, if anything, I'm splitting happiness and gratitude goes to God for giving me this life. Straight up. You should have Top Step give you a badge for your shirt to wear when you play poker. Maybe. Yeah, we'll see. They're planning on coming out to Vegas soon. So we'll see when that happens. There's a lot of moving pieces going on. Right? So hoping Ribs would drop some of his tells or play style for Win Vegas, but he somehow avoided. Can you take advantage of that, though? The nitty players? No, not really. There's not much money to make from them. Like one of my buddies I was texting with over the weekend, because the game is broken for the time being, because 2 of the game runners are on vacation. One of them went to New York and the other one is going to Texas. And I got invited to go play on the stream game at the lodge in Texas, but I don't really want to go to Texas. I don't want to go to Austin. I want to just hang and chill. And it'll be nice to take a little break. Like, we've been playing for like three weeks straight here, so it'll be nice to take a little bit of a break. If something changes, I can go to Austin, play on the lodge stream, but we'll see. I'm not planning on it. But as far as like nits go, yeah, there's just not a lot of money to be made. So my buddy who's been playing in the private game with us, I was texting with him this weekend. He played for like 4 or 5 hours in the lower stakes game because there's no private game. And he made $1,300, which is like not even half of a bomb pot. So, you guys play the stand-up game? Yes, we do. We play the stand-up game, but we play it with buttons. We don't physically stand up. We just play it with buttons. And that, like, dude, there was a freaking pot. I should have won like a huge monster pot, but one of the opponents outplayed the crap out of me. And it was because of the stand-up game. Stand-up game brings the best out of everybody, I swear. It's the best and the worst. So I love playing the stand-up game. We play like the net game. We do with the buttons, but we call it stand-up. We also play the truck game. We haven't played Do 7. But yeah, stand-up is pretty much what we played. There's also like prop games. Like people will be betting on like if it's a red flop or a black flop for 5K a flip, things like that. It's a lively game. It's a fun game. Should play on HTL. So I'm planning on playing for the WPT win stream in the wintertime. We need Ribs on the lodge. I mean, I play with Doug. He's a very good player. I played against him. I think I lost like overall. I think I'm down like 60K to Doug. Like he's a very strong player. Very, very good. He's one of my favorite heads up players too. He's a very strong player. Very, very, very strong. What's up with less than 30% liking the stream? I don't know. But if we get 125 more, we're going to do some giveaways. We are at 675 likes. So we are over 50% there. Urcon is long. Good luck to you. It looks like we might get that breakout that we're looking for earlier if we get up to that. Like 91 was my original target. We got up close to it, and so I was happy to get that. Who's your favorite poker streamer? I mean, I don't really know of any poker streamers. Isn't Hastings? There's a dude who lives in Vegas who was streaming WSOP.com. Maybe it's Hastings. Vloggers. I was just saying this. Like, I just think that a lot of these vloggers, like I watch their vlogs and I have mad respect for them. This is no shade, but like they talk about how they think about hands and like I have to turn it off because I don't want my mind to be infected with those bad ideas. And I'm not being like funny. I'm not trying to be rude, but like I vehemently disagree with what they're thinking through a hand, like straight up. I watch it. I'm like, dude, no, that is horrible. I would not do that at all. That is terrible. And that kind of ties back into trading too, because it's like you can watch my stream and be like, why is this guy always buying tops or selling bottoms? But over time, I'm a winning trader. Like I'm a consistently profitable trader over time. There's times when it's like if you watch like edited clips of my streams where it's like me running into buying the top, selling the bottom, I would look like the worst trader in the world. I don't consider myself a fantastic trader by any means. I'm just trying to trade just like everybody else out there. I've just been doing this for a long time. I think I have a lot of information that I can tell people about this, but I don't think like I'm some like superstar trader. I think Dakota's a fantastic trader, right? But there's something to be said about that. You can disagree with a lot of my decision-making process a lot of the time, but over time, it's undoubtedly provable and true that I'm a consistently profitable trader. So it is what it is. But there's going to be decisions that I make where you can be watching my trading live and you could say, that's a stupid thing that he's doing right now. And that's fine. Same thing goes for poker. The same thing goes for trading. It's like, we can all disagree, but that's what makes these types of things very beautiful. We can all have different ideas and have different results, right? You think they're trying to infect minds on purpose? No, I really don't. I think that that's actually how they think, but I disagree with what their strategy is in certain things, right? I bought a lot of tops with you, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm a breakout trader though, so I'm looking for momentum. When we get those breakouts, like they're good for a good amount of profit. So if we can control our downside risk on those, the problem arises when I have too much confidence in a breakout trade. And I get really, really heavy into it. And then it's like, there's no room to be wrong. And then I get smacked on that. Usually 95% of the time I'm doing those types of trades. Usually it's in a combine. We've had it happen in an XFA before where it sucks, but hey, that's life. Vlogging is a truckload of work. Yeah, I know. That's why I haven't done it yet. I'm considering doing it and then not doing it. It depends on the way the wind's blowing. Have I seen Vegas Matt? Yeah, I actually ran into him. How long ago was that? Like 2 or 3 weeks ago? He was recording a video in the high limit slot area at a certain casino. I didn't say hi or anything, but we walked past him and I was like, oh, honey, and she goes, that's the guy from YouTube. She's such a fan. Like she loves this stuff. She doesn't like trading, which is hilarious. She loves poker. She's a big fan of poker. She loves poker. She loves Vegas. She loves like all the action stuff. She was with me when I used to gamble, right? We used to have amazing sessions gambling together. Like she would never gamble herself, but she'd be like a big supporter. She'd always be sitting there at the table with me. We'd be having a good time, but you know, she loves Vegas. She loves being here. She's very, very happy here. Been here long enough to see you hit a couple of cold streaks. Appreciate the transparency. Has helped me as I continue along my trading there. Thank you, Carl. Appreciate you. Any memes on deck for this week? Rips, do you reply to DMs or is it just scammers? I reply to all of my DMs unless, like, there's some people who have asked me about 150 questions and they've never said thank you. And then they go into a different inbox where they never get seen again. Like, I'm not kidding. There's some dude who was like asking me question after question. I'm sitting there, I'm replying to all their questions. Never one time in about 150 messages did they ever say thank you. Did they ever express gratitude or anything? So then they get moved to an inbox and I never see them again. But I respond to everybody. I try to. But But if somebody's reaching out to you first, it's not me. It's not me. I like when you answer my memes. Yeah, they're funny. They're good stuff. Rip sees his wife like James Bond in the casino. She's been with me when we're playing poker, but it's not like, she's sitting back there and catching a massage and enjoying herself, Thank you for all you. Yeah, sure, whatever. That's what I'm here for. I put myself out there. The good and the bad, we have, like last week, I was on the moon last week. Like you reach a boiling point where it's just like, there's too many trolls and just too much knuckleheaded nonsense. But yeah. Does Brad Owens have bad reads? I don't think that, I don't want to talk smack about anybody, but I just do not agree with his decision-making process on many times that I've seen it. I disagree. I completely disagree. Let's see here. Yeah. So it's just, like Rampage, very aggressive player, but I disagree with a lot of his reads. He's decent at tournaments. Had to walk away for a few, so I was wondering if this got answered. Rips, what time frame do you prefer to have your Bookmap set to? So, good question. Go over to Bookmap here. Up here, you can change these time slices. I know you can't see this on my screen, but I can change this like 60-minute time slices. It will extract this all the way out to 60 minutes. That's 60 minutes right there. I can change this to 10 minutes. It'll zoom in to 10 minutes only. But what I like to do on my Bookmap is I use my scroll wheel here, and it becomes kind of like a tick chart. So if I want to scroll out and then do this, I can see what's going on there, and I can just scroll in like this and really maneuver around things. And, if I want to see exactly what's happening per each point of order flow, I can do that too. I use my mouse wheel. I use the time slices 3% of the time. Tink. I'm not using it often. Does TopStep X pay you guys to do live trading? Hopefully you don't find this as a rude question. No. I don't get any discounts either. I've shown my credit card statement here. There's people that still post and comment and everything. They're like, he's using free combines. It's a scam. He's trying to get you to lose. Like, dude, what? I think people would sniff that one out by now. And by the way, go look at all of my streams. Good majority of them are losers, but not, good majority of them are winners, but not a lot of them are losing streams. I keep the losing streams up. Except for last week when I was on Monkey Tilt, I took that stream down because I was in a very, very bad mood and the stream was like 20 minutes long. But the thing is, the scrolling on here, you have to have a very strong computer to do this. If you don't have a strong computer, you're going to get smoked because it's going to take so long to load. But that's why I have a fast computer for my trading here. So, what's up, Philip? How you doing? Rips, can you talk about controlling yourself, over leveraging, and not following your plan? What helps you to fix this? I've gone through that stage in my trading career where for the first 3 years, I was on Monkey Tilt often. And if you don't go through it, you're either going to find a way to birth that self-control. But for me personally, it was going through the pain of losing so much. I could lose the money, but it was a lot of money to be losing. And so for that reason, I learned to... I had like a hard, long look at myself because it took about a 6-month break. It got to that point where I was like, this is just stupid. Like, I hate this, It was about 3 years-ish into the journey, and I was literally sitting there, and I was like, this is the dumbest thing ever. Like, I hate this. Because it was like, I would have really, really big days, and then it would be like, I'd have big days, and I'd pull back, and I'd have consistency, and then I'd be like 2 or 3 days, and I'd wipe out like 2 to 3 months worth of profits. And be like, dude, this is so dumb. Like, what am I doing? Like, this is so stupid. Like, this is such a freaking waste of time. Because I had businesses at the time, and it's like, with businesses, there's like purchase orders and things that you're doing, depending on what business you're in. There's cash flow, right? Cash goes out, but then you put cash out to bring more cash in, right? In trading, it's not like that. At any moment, depending on, if you're trading your own money, if you have risk parameters in place, whatever the case, at any moment, you can be in a precarious situation where it's like, dude, your money's gone. Like, all the money you just made is now gone. Same thing, I guess, goes for poker. Like, if you're buying in for your whole bankroll, but you're not usually. So, but with trading, you can have an equity account where you have access to all of your capital. If you don't have, you can set this with your broker, but with TopStep, you're not really running into that risk ever. But for the most part, if you're trading your own money, you can run yourself into that risk where you are having all of your equity available. If you're not taking withdrawals, you can, like for me, I wanted to build up a monster account and I would build up big numbers. And then 2 trades later, you're like, dude, what did I just do? I've had very big losing days, but that taught me like how much that feeling sucks. And when I took that 6-month break, I took a hard look at things and I went through all of my data and everything. And I was happy to not be trading because I was so exhausted of losing at that point. But you know, it's like, I wasn't consistently losing. It was just like I'd have these huge, massive losing days that would wipe out all of the consistency that I would build up. And it was super frustrating. Like, it's just like, you can't buy time back. Like, I was never like trading because I wanted to trade. Like, I'm going to be trading. I had businesses at the time where I'm sitting there. I'm like, this is going to be money that I have like extra spending money. But then it became like, I want to beat this thing. And then it became like, I want to do this full time. And so for me, like going through those stages of things brought me to the end result of like, if I want to do this full time, I got to figure this out. So I take a 6-month break and I was considering like never coming back to it. And then I really missed it. And I said, okay, if I'm going to enter back into this, I need to find a way that I'm going to avoid hitting these monster losses. It started with my brokerage, setting a loss limit, like that I could only withdraw like, I could draw down to like 60% of my balance. I think we started there, like 65% of my balance. And just having that in there kind of set me straight of like, I need to stop swinging for the fences. I need to be more consistent in this, because if I'm consistent, things are great. It's the moment I start swinging for these fences and having these ideas of like, this is going to be like a $500,000 trade or $200,000 trade. Like, that's when I get into big trouble. And I would be like over leveraging, and like, I would have options contracts that I'd be like, speed trading, momentum trading, speed trading. I'd have momentum trading options contracts where I'd be taking like hundreds of options contracts. And these are like on a Monday, these are expiring on Friday. I'd be like buying hundreds of Tesla contracts, and it's like tick, tick, tick. It's like a $60,000 swing. So I stopped doing that. And I brought things back to earth, and I stopped swinging for the fences. And that allowed me to start the curve going back very, very slowly. And then as I built it up, I just moved the amount of contracts I was taking like percentage based. Like, okay, let's do 5% more this week. Okay, let's do 5% more the next week, 5% more. And if I hit a loss, I would take a step back. If I hit a big win, I'd take a step back. So I was always trying to keep myself in line of like not going overboard. And that's what helped me tremendously, is just stop looking for overboard. Whether it's overboard losses, overboard wins, stop looking for this overboard movement. And that's what kept me in line. And that's, again, why I really love Top Step, is because it's like, you can have outlier days, but you're not going to have outlier losing days. The most I can lose in my live account is $3,000. Most I can lose in my XFA, $3,000 times 5, $15,000. It's all relative, right? All relative. People want to remove this loss limit. You're crazy, dude. I've been through there before. You're trading without a seatbelt, dude. You're going to get ejected into the middle of the highway and then run over by a semi. Straight up, I'm telling you, I've been there. It sucks. You build it up, and it's like, whoop, gone, bye. It's like somebody stabs you in the gut. It sucks. But thank goodness for companies like Top Step and other prop firms out there where you actually have that seatbelt that is built in inherently. Do not remove the daily loss limit. Sage advice, my friend. Sage advice. How did you regain confidence after losing too much money? What made you believe in your trading comeback? It was the break. It was a break. If you take a break from anything, I think you come back better, because your subconscious is doing all of the calculation in the rear, right? Your subconscious is working hard to kind of digest all of the things that just kind of happened. Even if you take a break for like a week, let's say you're on a bad stretch. I took a break from trading live in XFA for like 2-3 weeks. And that helped out everything, because it was just like, stop chasing the leaderboard and just chill. And this was like, I was chasing the leaderboard because of the Top Step Trading League. And then that got pushed to 2025. So it's like, that helped too. It's all in your head. Like, literally, like every single solution and problem is created in your head. It's not real. It's not in the market. It's literally like all in your head. So it's like, if you can take a break from that and just relax your mind, you can come back super strong. Tell this to your favorite troll. I had your back told. Yeah. Hey, thanks, Kelso. Appreciate you. I couldn't care less. Look, if that person wants me to talk about them, they're going to have to pay my marketing rate. So, and they can't afford that. So I have no interest in talking about that person. Saw this comparison of it. Someone had a $100 bill on the table and gave it to you. You would take it, but with trading, we can get that. And it's like a loss because we didn't get 10K. Yeah. It's all about your perspective and how you're framing things, right? It's all about how you're framing things. Honestly, what do people expect is going to happen when your daily loss limit is gone? Yeah, it's crazy town. It's crazy town to me. It's absolutely crazy town. Hey guys, I'm trying to join the stream, but it keeps saying you've been disconnected. Would somebody be able to help me? Can one of the mods please help Space? I would greatly appreciate it. Up or down today? Honestly, I think we do a little wiggle, and then come back to where we are. I don't think that there's anything that's going to move the market today. Short-term bill auction, not going to move the market. Maybe some surprise speakers, you know. So, yeah, I'm not expecting a whole bunch. Market is opening in 1 minute here, folks. 1 minute. Let me switch over to combines because I'm good on XFAs for now. That was a great trade. So I'm going to switch over to combines now. We're good on XFAs. We're up $2,700 in our XFAs for the day. So I'm happy with that. See, and this comes with being complacent with where you're at in your trading too. It's like, okay, are you happy with where you're at? Sure. Make sure I get this all swapped over here into combines. Boom. All right, we're back in combine land. Let's see if we can get a major bag here. I'm not going to swing for the fences, but I want to see if there's any order flow that we can attack here. Bull says, I was up 12K last week in my XFA. Now I'm at $100. I know the feeling of stabbing the gut. Yep. And it's all right here because we're all like, it's not enough. Got to go for more. More. Sucks. Totally sucks. Here we go, folks. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. I want to let these orders kind of clear out first. And keep in mind, I'm going to stream here. We are only 18 likes away from doing the giveaway. So we'll see if we can stream the open here a little bit. Get some trades on in the combine. Let's see if we can. Everybody wants to know how you did it at the casino on Friday? Poker. Well, I only play poker. And that was on Saturday. Friday I lost 2K. Saturday I won. Take losses every session is just how I trade, but at the end I'm typically green. Very nice, Richard. Yeah, DGens on Twitter want 1 day to pass. I was talking about that too. It's crazy to me. I can't, it's never going to end. It's like you give people, you keep going. Okay, 3 accounts is enough. We want 5 accounts. And then people are like, okay, so win 10 accounts. It's like, dude, then you do 10 accounts. Okay, win 20 accounts. Do 20 accounts. Can we do 40 accounts? Like, dude, just here's an idea for you. Go open your own brokerage account and see what happens. See how it goes. We're coming down. We're breaking the Globex lows, I believe. No, not completely yet. We're breaking the pre-market lows. Yeah, when do we get 100 accounts? Come on. Crazy town, dude. Crazy. It's never going to end. Oh, happy you got it working there, Space. Welcome. Welcome to the party. So we are at, we did the likes. So we'll do a giveaway, but I want to see if we can nab any scalps here off the open. It is Monday, so there's a lot of order matching that goes on. Also a lot of options contracts being purchased in names like NVIDIA. Gosh, I have to use the restroom too. Too much Celsius this morning. Maybe I'll use the restroom and then we'll come back in a minute and a half here. I want to see though. Yeah, we'll skip the order matching here. So I'll be back in about a minute and a half. Don't go anywhere. we're back. Sweet. Oh my God. Well, I missed the good trade. What is happening? Oh my God. People getting long over the VWAP here. I kind of want to try a little short scalp. Return back to balance trade. Let's see. Are we missing the entry here? Let's try it. Little return back to balance trade. We snapped up over VWAP. See if we can get any move back to the downside here. This thing is really jumping. Nvidia's off to the races here too. Let's see. See if we can time this right. I don't know if they're... Hey, there we go. How about that? Oh, goodness. So that's going to bring us up. That was a combine trade. So we're up $2,700 in real dollars. And then add in the combine trade, we are up $4,200. There we go. All right, let's do a quick giveaway here. And then we'll continue trading the Discord. I think there's opportunities today. All right, let's do a giveaway here. Keyword, mods are eligible. Channel member luck up to 10. Keyword is very simple here. Very, very simple, folks. Keyword is going to be Happy Monday. So type that in one single time here. Let's go ahead and end the poll. The poll is 53% say above, 24% want to see the PCE results. There we go. Happy Monday. Type it in one single time here in the YouTube chat. Remember, channel members get 10 times more luck. Let's see if we can get some winners here. Yeehaw! Woo! Yeah, I'm probably not going to touch my XFA. So if you're interested in joining the Discord today for your 7-day free trial, you want to do that, and you're expecting me to trade more funded, I don't think I'm going to touch it today. I'm good. $2,700 is $2,700. So probably not going to trade any more funded accounts. Probably just stick it to the combines there. Stack up the roster. I want to get another payout in these XFAs. So, and I want to build a buffer. So that's the goal here. That's the goal. Happy Monday is the keyword, ladies and gents. Happy Monday. This is for either a free Top Step Combine or a free month of Clubhouse. It is dealer's choice today. Pick and choose whatever you want. Either way, I think it's a good value. Free 99, baby. All right, everybody. Come on down. We got, let's see, 300 people in the giveaway. We will do another minute here, run off. So at 9:38, we will do the drawing here. Now, to be eligible to win, you do have to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, which is right down here. It's going to pop up. Wait for it. Come on down. Come on, do the thing. There we go. At Selling Ribs. That's my only account that you want to follow. At Selling Ribs. Prefer the follow on Instagram. We have 22,000 followers on Twitter. We only have like 7,000 followers on Instagram. We need to get those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. We got to pump those up. So let's try to get some more followers there on Instagram. It's good stuff there. I like Instagram more than Twitter personally lately, because Instagram is like, it's actually like pictures and stuff. Twitter's just text and P&Ls. Kind of gets a little stale, but is what it is. Anywho, let's see. We got 30 more seconds, or 20 more seconds. No, 10 more seconds. All right, we'll do the drawing here in 10 more seconds. Maybe when we get to 350, if we can. All right, let's just roll it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and rolling. Mr. Moon, are you here? Mr. Moon, 22, you have won either a free month of Clubhouse or a free combine. Let me know your username and let me know what you want. Either a free Top Step Combine or a free month of Clubhouse. All right, Mr. Moon. Cool. Let's see if I can find you. Is that on Instagram or Twitter? Let's see. Let's check Twitter first. Mr. Moon does not follow me. Let's check Instagram. You don't follow me. Uh-oh. Pescatios. I'm going to show you right here. Mr. Moon. There it is. Mr. Moon, you do not follow me. Bummer. Well, I guess we're going to have to re-roll, Mr. Moon. I'll give you another, I guess, 10 seconds. I don't know. Okay, well. Be nice, Lito. Be nice. All right. We're going to have to re-roll it then. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rolling. Okay. Events Gabriel. You have won. What is your Twitter or Instagram username? What is it? Come on down. I'll give you about 60 seconds to claim here. Come on down to Party Town. You have won. I mean, the rules are the rules. Kind of abide by the rules, right? Come on down, Events Gabriel. Unlucky or unprepared? One of the two. They're going to come back and be like, dude, my username was Mr. Moon 6374. Yeah, see, there they are. Yeah, Mr. Yeah, a little bit different. A little bit different there. You gotta come prepared, my friend. That's your username. You gotta come prepared. Nothing I can do. Gotta come prepared, my friend. All right, you got about 30 more seconds here, Evans. 30 more seconds, and then we're re-rolling. Yeah, the giveaways are always fun to watch, aren't they? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rolling. Mez, are you with us? Mez, this is going to be the final. Well, we'll do one more after this. Got to be on the ball, people, here. Come on down, Mez. You are the big winner here. Come on down. If not, you know what? We'll do the giveaway in Discord. Come on down, Mez. Hey, look at that. That was quick. Okay, let's see. Get you here. Let's see. Checking. And boom, you follow me. Hey, how about that? Give it up for Mez in the building. Okay, what would you like? You want Combine or Market Clubhouse? Pick and choose. Congrats. What would you like? You tell me, my friend. Come on down, Mez. What is it going to be for you? Free Combine or free month? What's it going to be? How's it going to be? I'm losing my mind. All right, come on down. What is it going to be? Maybe I'll just DM you and we'll figure it out from there. Combine. Perfect. Congrats. Free Combine. There we go. Thank you. All right, sweet. There we go. Mez, free Combine coming your way, my friend. Make sure you're responding to that DM that I sent you on Twitter. Anybody else who's messaging you is a scammer, and it's not me. I don't want your Bitcoin. I'm not going to trade crypto for you. I'm not going to trade anything for you. But that's it. We're wrapping up our day up $4,296 and no pennies. And we are finishing up green on both Combines and $2,700 in the profit on the XFAs as shown here. There we go. There it is. There's how we're ending our day, folks. All right, well, good luck, everybody. I hope that everybody has a fantastic day out there, and I'll see you guys and gals here bright and early tomorrow. Take care, everybody.